Hello and welcome everyone to episode 2 of the Doki Literature Club playthrough. I'm Grandmaster Shaymin, and today we're going to get on to the next section of this playthrough. I know it's kind of been overdone, but I haven't played it yet, and I'm kind of like doing not necessarily a role-playing, but a more interactive version of the game. I'm not necessarily trying to make it extremely funny or anything. I just want to bring you guys what I can. And also, I kind of want to introduce this as kind of a start to visual novels in general, which I will likely be doing here in the foreseeable future more often. So I think we're going to start, we're going to end with Natsuki this time. So I think we'll start with Monica. Hi again, Abigail. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. We want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, why not? There you go. All right. It's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, have you? You must like her writing style. Yes. Yes, I do. I mean, she is just amazing in general. For those of you who missed the last episode, I'd highly recommend you go back and watch it. But Natsuki is the greatest, so that's my pursuit right now. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why you'd be into that style. I guess that means you're not as much of a fan of Yuri's poems then. I wouldn't say that. I like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism, or Sayori's way of expressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? It's not it's not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. All right. Interesting. Load me. Wait. Sine, cosine, tangent. Fucking Jesus. Math. This poem of meaningless. Load me. Interesting. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess that's just the way I write. It's a pretty nice way to write, actually. It's pretty cool. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, it's pretty dope. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before. It's kind of like playing with my. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. True, very true. It's almost like magic. I mean, magic. I mean, the way I wrote the lines really sort of makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Fair. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. I mean, I guess. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, how is that a tip for writing? What am I even talking about? Ahaha, that's my advice for today. Dude, why are you like that? I feel like most people know what visual novels are by now. You really gotta break the fourth wall with that one. She's really like, you gotta save your game before you make intense decisions. I hear ya. I don't think choosing these are gonna be that intense, but... Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Abigail. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, I just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, I'd rather just hear it. No, no, I really liked this one, I promise. I know, you know I wouldn't lie, right? Never, ever. I mean, I guess. That's not what I was told at the very beginning of this entire excursion when you lied to the student council about me being part of the thing, but whatever. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. So it didn't make you feel anything? That fucking sucks, man. I'm a terrible writer. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is part of the whole poem thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't really know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why do you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. That's not what I mean. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think of yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep that in mind. I kind of like that expression where she's like stares into space. Oh, epiphany. Let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? There's a word that I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes you have a little rain cloud in your head, and a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make a happy, nice rainbow. I mean, that's poetic. There you go. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Abigail. I should write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh my goodness. Pop off the. Oh my goodness, it's cookies. Holy shit, these are long as fuck. Okay. I really like this. It's kind of cool that the person who made this game gave each of them their own unique writing styles. I wonder if they like to write in general too, probably. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? I mean, I didn't expect something like this. Monica taught me a whole lot. You gotta be really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I think I'm trying too hard. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You gotten very passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Damn straight. Let's go. Don't get ahead of yourself. Shiori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Not even bad. Good job, Sayori. Alright, we're gonna do Yuri and then we're gonna finish with Natsuki. Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning, I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. I mean, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off awkward and unlikable. But I speak without thinking. The things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki or Shiori. Yuri, Please, make it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have books with me. That's all I need. I'm sorry? Alright. I mean, I didn't mean for that shit to happen. I'm sorry. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, 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 it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ah, this, wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Like, obviously, you think I let you enjoy Yuri's writing over more than mine? Give me a break. Oh, it touches my heart, Natsuki. Oh, thank you. In that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? Like, I'll tell you. You, like, Natsuki's face freezes as she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem once more. Then the poem slips out of her hand and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Face Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Oh my god, she's so cute. Hey, Abigail, did you do something to Natsuki? I just have to rush out like here. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? I freaking hope not. She's so cute. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica I'm trying to press Natsuki. Monica sees the poem and swiftly picks it up. She skins over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first I thought you just liked her writing style, but you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? Not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating? How am I supposed to fucking cheat? What do you mean? Never mind, I'm just kidding. What? Yeah, like I had never read her stuff before, so what? How do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't really need to answer that. It's just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes in and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us has noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. She's so possessive and so cute. You have a bad habit of doing that. Yeah, but Abigail wrote this poem. We're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot my poem is technically for everyone to read. Well, I think Abigail is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read it anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. Oh my god, she's so cute. How can you not like Natsuki? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. I guess Natsuki has my poem now. That's cool. Not that I really planned on keeping it anyway. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Whoa! Spiders aren't ugly? That's why I'm not friends with her. Wow, okay. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time that she sang the chorus, my heart would pound with the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with. Yo, this is like my friend Kendon. You like spiders? I am not friends with you. I cannot stand spiders. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy tried to help me, and took me to the nurse. I tried to not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross, which is why I'm not. Yo, that's so sad. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What the fuck? Not bad, right? Uh, Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and if it helps other people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my. It doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it and it's easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something you're afraid of if people found out and make fun of you or think of less of you, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people need to respect others for liking weird things. You're right. I fucking forgot my voice. Whoops. I was supposed to give her the voice, but oh man, she's just so cute. I got caught up. I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm like glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. Like, I mean, like I know that like I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been like, well, I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Hime-sama. I mean, what? Thanks for being honest. Like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just like look forward to tomorrow, okay? Will freaking do. Okay, everyone, we're done reading each other's poems, right? All I have something extra planned for today, so if anyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this like about the festival? Sort of. Like, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That is a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Hey, that's like great and all, but doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. What? Monica. Yes, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't like start putting these posters up already, did you? Well, yeah. Do you really think of it as a bad idea? Well, no, it's not like a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's like no way I can be performing in front of a group like that. I feel you, Natsuki. Like, I agree with you, Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poem out loud to a bunch of random people. I guess I overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Ow. Dang, I pulled my hair. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least the least we can do is help them out a little bit. Like, well, maybe, but like, looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. Sigh, I guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. WWE Super Slam. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. Whoa. Like, no way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how are you going to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Ah, of course. Now let's see. Monica flipped through the notebook and to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. The tale of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is prestige. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, unlike me. I mean, bringing her words to life. This is something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Ah, thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Ah, I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up, keeping her head down. She walks quickly over to the podium. This podium is called. Yuri glances around at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. Harry's voice shakes as he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she unicates with perfect timing. Wah, damn. I don't know why I stuttered over some of these words. This must be a rare glimpse into her whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she is bewildered even herself. Ah, it's up to me to save the situation. I start applauding, and everyone joins in after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, we were just so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Ah, ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah, try not to think like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a large mirror in your head. It's your poem. It'll come out the best way. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins reading her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Her poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it so much, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice gives it a whole new meaning. Which is true. I mean, if you get to actual poetry... Damn, I'm not making this very funny, am I? Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Hee even Abigail liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What? What?
That came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need something a little more fierce behind them, depending on what you're reading. Ah, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Fair enough. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have time before the festival, you know. Okay. Who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Abigail. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Abigail lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. It's tough love. I'll take it. I might as well go for it anyway. It's not like I have much of a selection to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel very awkward, but I recite my poem anyway. Not really all that confident, but I finish and I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and nice rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? That's like easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, you do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of a bunch of people? I mean, doing it in front of other people is way easier. I could put whatever face I want for the other people, but when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. It would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, like, well, I guess that's the case. You don't have to worry about it for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. I have to agree with Natsuki though. It's a lot harder to present something to my friends than to, complete strangers. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? Like, it's also hard to, like, that's why I can never do theater, is once I got to know everybody, I couldn't act because I just sit there and laugh. I'll be practicing making pamphlets, so I'll let you know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. What? I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. No prob. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. With the festival coming up, let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Man, we're just gonna do this a lot, aren't we? I mean, it's not bad considering that I like poetry, but for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. Let's do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going to home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Abigail. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go. I'll go home with Shiori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Shiori was being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Shiori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. Um, I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to, fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? What kind of you're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, I definitely walked home with Natsuki. Why does the thought make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'll do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. But yes, yes, she is. Haha, you admitted it. I mean, there's not any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Siori, I've never need. No, I'm. I've never needed you, Siori. You just follow me around. You're like a fucking dog. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. No one in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Dun dun dun! Anime, kawaii, doki doki, love. Damn it. Um, beauty. Shit. I got it. Rainbow. Fuck. Fantasy. Okay, I got that one. Man, I am not very good at this. I honestly am having a hard time remembering what I did. Playground. Hey. Chocolate. Um, ribbon. Nice. Together. Damn. Vitality, Papa, Dream. Papa? Yes. Kitty was her, and Laugh was her, right? And Silly was her. Music? Damn. Vacation? Brr. Twirl? Yeah. Candy? Yeah. Puppy? Yes. Boop? Pink? Lollipop? Yes. Natsuki's great. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Like, well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Fair. That sounds like something Sayori would say. Monica, do they usually have, like, fried squid? Squid? That's a very specific thing to look forward to. Oh, like, come on, are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Like, because it's right in your name, Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Pardon? Where is Sayori anyway? Ah, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of her room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! Wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Was it something I said yesterday? 'Cause oh, whoa, sound bugging out. It feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. All right, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already disappeared or dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they might be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Abigail, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the classroom at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Abigail. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's really important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try asking her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Come on! The main character's gotta know what that means. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that the thing on her mind is probably you, Abigail. Fair. How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Logic? Reasoning? You know. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Siri talks about you more than anything else, you know. Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. Sayori is always like that. She's always full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Abigail. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't jump to conclusions, so you should just I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. You should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so not to think about it for now. I mean, come on, that's obvious. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands out from her desk and walks across the room to see where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here, and I sigh and sit myself down. That's the That's so obvious. It's impossible to do while she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? Am I letting this weigh me down too much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Like, hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried about you. It's just that, like,
She glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Ah, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, you're making me feel like a jerk. If something was like bothering you, then you could just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, like assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last part. Now, I'm probably just making a bigger deal out of it than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, is all. Like, Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Like, oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, so? Yeah. If that's the case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Yeah, fair enough. Like, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Well, that's what she said. Fair enough. I'm not going to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Fair enough. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. She isn't you or anything. I mean, what? It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you're so worried about me, so I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah, yeah. Okay, everyone. As some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room, why don't we share our poems now? And now everything is back to normal. I make eye contact and she just smiles at me. I wonder what she talked about with Sayori. Well, let's go with Sayori first. That's nice, I guess. Damn. Well, thanks. I don't really need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably not Suki. Whoa! Making assumptions, Sayori. Maybe. That's really not what I meant, though, but it's okay. You're making new friends, just as I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club. Of course. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thanks, Abigail. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist, yay, I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Interesting. Hey, Abigail, have you thought about what you should to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people is another. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but when you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Alright, so let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's, Oh, come on, Abigail. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like manga that she's into. Whoa! Actually, her manga's awesome, so you back the fuck up, bitch. You know how Natsuki is. If you don't indulge her, she'll just end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Abigail. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask something of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens that could end up damaging the club too, and you wouldn't do that to me, right? Fuck, okay. You bring up a fair point, and now I'm kind of worried. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. God, I hope so. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. A lady who knows everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. Here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall. I fall and fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no time, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to not not to get philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems that everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have to write anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yes, that. I mean, you guys are two-dimensional, 2D, 2D characters. 2D's better than 3D all day. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No probs. I'll save Natsuki for last again. Doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me, but I should leave her be for now. I'm sorry, Yuri, but Natsuki's the best, so sorry. Not sorry. Let's see! You certainly are enthusiastic today. Of course! I like your writing. I'm just surprised. You had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just, had to put you in your place a little bit. It's like, not that, I mean, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. But just because you happen to be a good writer, that's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki, what? You're not really confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? God, that's like me in a nutshell. That's my same thing. Is I'm like pretending to be the most confident person in the world with everything, but I'm not really. I'm like the literal opposite. It took me a little while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. Yep, that's just how it goes. And I could see it's I mean it's cute though. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Abigail, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just
Please tell me I'm the best. I just, I really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if everyone just laughs and says, That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but no one understands that. I try really hard when I write, and the style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want. Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down, my fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab on the poem with my own hand and she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk to smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, she snatches it from the desk. It's not any good. Like, I know you hate my poems. You don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now, and it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she means always means well, but sometimes she's focused on why am I just bringing up Yuri for no reason? That makes no sense. On simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. I mean, I guess I never thought about how hard it is for you. I'm sorry that it's part of that problem. I understand now. And you're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. You're freaking. Mm, you're good. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clenches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her, but finally she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. You can, like, read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. God, she's so cute. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted in me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. God, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I want it. Ah, damn. You are good, Natsuki. You're so cute. Why are you like looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't like get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, baka. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't say. Fair enough. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this one to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, like I'm a pro, so damn straight you are. Just like remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm so happy to hear that, Natsuki. Look at this face. It's so cute. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the bone back to her, but as I do, she takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with assertion. I don't want it, eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. Realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's giving me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I chose to go along with it. Like, good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. I'm just glad that you want it.
God, she's so freaking cute. That's basically a love letter. It's a love poem letter. Like, oh, she's so good. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's like all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? I'm gonna do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away her poem. Okay, you three. We're done sharing our poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out. Like, hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now? Huh? You did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is like the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Hmm. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Ugh, don't you dare. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems that you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It almost feels like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. God damn it, please don't have this happen, Rad. I thought I had more time. What the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Like, is that so? I hope she's all right. Like, seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? How much? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, you're misunderstanding my friendship. And second, she's kind of avoiding me all day, so I don't want to force it. Ooh. Yeah. Don't you look at me like that. To her everything earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone's doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted! Hell yeah, Natsuki's awesome. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poetry pamphlets. Sorry about helping me with the design. And as for Yuri, you can. Guys, can you help me out with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. It's not like that. You're the most talented person here, you know. Monica. Jeez, I never even gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are harder when she's not around. Ah, that might be the case, but I can't also be the leader on my own. I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, don't you? So you should make some banners and decorations. Atmosphere? Um, I love atmosphere. What? Okay. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Abigail. You're the one who is the one who is truly useless. Yep, that's me. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to help give them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. That's Monica's suggestion. I help with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose you wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, so you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki mumbles a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Abigail may not like to be around you if you make her out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Abigail to. What are you saying? I mean, she's been ignoring me for 3 days, so I'm kind of like, whoa. Silent treatment is not okay. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Abigail to decide where she would like to contribute. Besides, she hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure she's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we settle this already? Yeah. Abigail, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know what happens. Okay. I almost want to feel like no matter which of these three I choose, Monica's gonna come in and fuck things up. But all I know is that she's an insane psychopath. That's really all I know, and she fucks up the ending. And when you confess to someone, she just wrecks your day. But I don't know who it is, and I don't know if it's all three of them. Probably is. Um, but okay, so part of me wants to say Sayori solely because she's having this issue, but because I've been playing the Natsuki route this whole time, I'm going to keep it up. Baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys make it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use two people. Plus, I mean, I'm totally like in for that. So, like, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that. Like, that's because. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being a bit melodramatic, it's hard to not feel bad. Well, I can't clone myself, so that sucks. Now, I believe that's all we have to talk about. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. Well, what about you, Abigail? Me? I guess you can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. How about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Uh, uh, Starts pouting too. Like, it's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. It might not just. It might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then no one offering to help. That doesn't mean Dances back and forth around with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and plants her arms on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That's like really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Like, not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are both taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, saying such encouraging things. But I began to understand. She was trying to sound like Sayuri, even though that didn't work perfectly. I can tell she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this, because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Like, I'm sorry for feeling dumb. I'm gonna do my best. All of us are going to make it a really great event. Hell yeah! Yeah! I'm gonna make sure everyone does the. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm gonna stay here a bit longer. I barely got any reading done today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Like, where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you didn't even have a way to contact me. God, yeah. I would probably be an idiot like that too, to be honest. I'd be like, bye. And then I'd start walking out the door, and then they'd be like, yo, how are you going to contact me? And I'm going to be like, man, I would have figured that out a while ago. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Good thing I stopped you. Like, I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Like, okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I just figured since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy over at my house. Wait, hold on. No, that's wrong. This scene just doesn't fit with my portrayal here. I'm just trying to have this Yuri moment here. In theory, I could have named my character something else, but I don't know how to make this not weird, so. Because it's not like her family wouldn't allow her to have another girl over. Hell, most families would probably allow her to have a guy over. I don't know. It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad's at home. I mean, if her dad just doesn't let anybody come over. There, I fixed it. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. Like, we have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. Last I checked, you gave me your number, but I didn't give you mine yet. I mean, I'm sure when I text you, it would, but, like, I'll text you when I'm coming over. Fine, whatevs. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. You better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Like, well, I was just saying that. It's not like I can act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. God, she's so cute. It's like all it is. So, all right, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. I'll be heading out now. I'll see you on Sunday. Uh, never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki is coming over to my house on Sunday. What? Oh, my anxiety. Oh, that's right. This little voice inside my head is telling me that I could fuck everything up. That's lovely. Even though I was pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. This is my chance, right? Or is it too early? It's only been a few days. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Gosh, it's Sunday already. I'm overly anxious, pacing around my room. I kept telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but that doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. She's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one text message after another, and she has almost a different personality, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also likes complaining about things, but I saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay to put Sayori's feelings aside when she's might need me? I decided to pay Sayori a visit before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Shiori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house was quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assumed she was in her room. There's no music. Oh my god, it's really strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally found her. Sayori? Oh my god, okay. Everything stopped and I was like, she's not gonna like hang herself or something. Like I'm just thinking about this in my mind. Like all I can think about is some tragedy happening. Okay, she's alive. Hi Abigail, I sit down. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time. Yeah, I suppose so. Has been a while. Like, not much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know about that? Had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, correct? True. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course. I've been helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything, so it's just me and oh, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something was wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Abigail. Eh? Why can't it just be like this, like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. This is my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I'm Sayori by the soldiers. What on earth are you saying? You listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Abigail. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Abigail? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've really had bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Holy shit, okay. Too real. Oh man, my life is coming back to haunt me. Oh my god. It's too real. Hold up. I need a second. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, oh man, I'm tearing up all of a sudden. Oh, bad depression. Having a hard time getting out of bed. Oh my god, damn, dude. Okay. Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put energy into caring uh, and caring to waste by put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? God, man, I know what that's like. That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. Holy shit. How am I supposed to respond to that? I'm impressed though. If they've been friends since they were kids and she's had bad depression her whole life, it is impressive that this is the first time he's ever noticed. I want so badly not, for me not to think about her. Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried at least a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Abigail. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels bad being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club makes me feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. In reality, I do. Hardcore. Jeez, Sayori, man, I feel you, girl. It's relatable. Fuck, man, she's growing on me, but in kind of a depressing way. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Abigail, there's nothing, nothing at all. The only thing that you could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Abigail. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it meaningful enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then it's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Abigail. Sayori isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Abigail, I barely manages to sweep between sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what that takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Shiora finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Abigail. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Suri lets me go, and as she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like to for me to spend it all with you? Um, uh, it's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to be at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. She shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. You don't have to worry much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. What do you mean? I wanted to spend the whole day with freaking Natsuki. I know this is like super sad and it gets me right to my bones, but like, damn. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before she knows it, she texts me that she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? I like her shirt. Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. She's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them in my home. Good. I'm glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? Like, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Abigail? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentlewoman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gah! This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? Ah, yeah, you're always impressive, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. That's it's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? Um, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't you think, don't you, don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. And are we getting started or what? There's a bunch of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a, that's a little bit more like you. You're more fun to speak to when you're. Ah. Hey, now are you treating me like a kid? I was just trying to be nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you have to treat me like. Uh, catches her word and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys into the body type like yours. Uh, how would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, what was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get this started already. Getting all sour when a girl calls you gross. You finally found your weakness, Abigail. Well, I am a lesbian. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. If Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied for now, I can finally start putting things out of her bag and we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't even big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Pardon. Abigail, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going into the oven soon, so I need to feel the trays. I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone's still getting to pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we going to do anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? I mean, you're asking me? I don't really have any preference, so, come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. You can at least try to have fun. I'm having fun, I promise. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I have to separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty good. See? It's not like baking is just about following directions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it through everyone else's eyes. Lighten up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh?
I recall Natsuki proudly presenting our cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just like when you use. Bleh. Just like when you. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. I get it. I get it. Okay. Reading sometimes, man. I've been reading for 85 straight minutes. We were using the electronic mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk in a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah, it just might take a little longer. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. She grabs the whisk and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to, beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As if to emphasize, she sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, Natsuki grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers touching my icing. Your icing, eh? You forgetting about who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki's pulling me across the snake makes her stumble and turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this! She whips it off her finger before shoving her finger towards my face. You wish! I'm faster! I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Oh my god, look at her first. She's so cute. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. I'm just having fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't be doing this either. Take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the ice cream. Oh my god! Oh, icing, not ice cream. What? Oh my god. Do you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Abigail, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn like this so quickly? Natsuki stares at me in silence. I notice her swallow breaths. Why am I feeling so dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going on. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put in the cupcakes yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. God, that was an adorable little exchange. I liked it. Though I have to admit, okay, so there's this huge depression thing going on where the main character just hugged Sayori and had this huge thing about how they're gonna hang out, and now the main character is messing around with her as well. So that seems a bit odd. In another moment, the fire alarm starts. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our shoulders, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ha!
That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled from the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Like, look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off her different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you'll need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. So, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I picked up the nozzle, a much thinner tip with others. That one's really thin. You can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event. We could make it more like literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It could be more fun to see what people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I kind of was expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. Like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Yes, see? That's right. Like, well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. What? Did you just say something? Like, no, nothing. Let's just do something with the icing. Yes, calling me cute? Hell yeah. Thanks, Natsuki. It's like a lot to do. We shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me another chance to look about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we are finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Like, look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have done one now. I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I mean, I don't see any harm in it. Well, yeah, but like, my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. She would still eat dinner. Come on, that's like just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to head home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have, like, thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. Damn. She's right. You can, like, bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Like, I wish she would listen to me when the way she listens to you. Yeah. Oh, now the main character thinks back to Sayori. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, like I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's about ready to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Like, well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll like see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how to bake, how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? And I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, um, like, do you really mean that? Looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Abigail, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Uh, I'm sorry I have to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so. Wait, Natsuki! She inches away from me. Natsuki looks up at me, her fingers gently
clutched the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks with matching eyes filled my vision along with her slightly parted lips. Oh man, oh man, her head starts to go dizzy and my head starts to go dizzy and I feel her soft breaths against me. I like felt it for a while now. Natsuki jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Abigail. Sayori? Just now we weren't. It's okay, Abigail. I just stopped by to say hi. Uh, Um, well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already away. I'm on my way out. So, oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah. Well, like, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't like eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Sayori, she was there. Ah, Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I came here to see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? Like, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've become such good friends. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Abigail? It's supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Abigail. If I weren't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just. Monica? Monica was right about what? I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm like scared, Abigail. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Abigail, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe in me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even though you don't understand your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that is what I'm going to give you. Fucking A, dude. I can't I can't love her though. She's gonna be friend zoner like that. But that's the thing, is that I feel mean. You will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult things right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things get back to the way they were. I see. That's what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please, don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there was no happiness down this path. That's why I came here, so I can get my answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right. I just want things to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone else, Abigail. I trust you with anything, anything at all. So, all of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Taking her hand with both hands, she screams loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one weak smile before turning off and running. Sayori! Less helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I have so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face. Well, that's all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for coming here. It's been a great blast. Make sure you click that thumbs up button down below for me, as well as comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we're about to the day of the festival, and I'm not really quite sure whether or not I am going to be doing multiple of the routes, whether I'll go back and do Yuri or whether I'll just go back and like click I love you instead of, you'll always be my dearest friend. Um, I just decided to go down the path that I would actually pursue in this situation, at least out of the choices available. So that's just what I've got so far, and we'll see you for episode 3.